Hi, I am Malika from Platinum Fund. We are a startup incubator and have helped many startups launch and succeed. We gather valuable information to help your IT startup achieve its goals and quickly rise to the top. Watch the video to the end to learn about some of the key components of a successful IT startup. This is going to sound small, but only 10% of all startups manage to survive long enough to deliver profit to their investors. That's not a lot. So little that it makes me wonder, what does that 10% have that allowed them to stay afloat? What makes them special? Well, let's take a look at what aspects make up a startup: team, product, market. Most people would say that team is the component that determines whether the startup is going to fail or survive and grow. That's a very logical assumption, because without solid team cohesion, who will move the company forward? You need quality people working together, right? But what is a team? The simple way to think about this is that the team consists of the company's CEO, management, engineers, and other employees. If we see that the team consists of experienced people, or at least those who have expertise in the field, it's easy to believe that their company will move forward. But this isn't really the case. There are many cases when a startup had an excellent team but still failed. On the contrary, many successful startups were founded by people who have never worked in that field before. Even though the team is important, it doesn't guarantee 100% success. A great team is a great way to execute ideas and deliver products, but without a solid mission in place, they may be working for nothing or be in the wrong place at the wrong time. In a bad market, even the best team won't succeed. If you have already built your team, determined what the product is going to be, and are looking for investors, the best places to look for your investors are specialized events. You can easily choose those that suit your criteria on onchainlab.ai. If you are looking for something speedy and optimized for mobile, check out Events Today bot on Telegram. I know that some startup founders prefer to get in touch with the potential investors directly, and for them we have a full database of leading IT company founders with contact info. Check the video description below to find it. And remember that all these services are totally free. Many engineers will say so. A good product is easy to use, feature-rich, extensible, polished. It can propel your company forward to success. Companies like Apple, Google, and Amazon are successful because they offer their clients amazing products. Without a product, there is no company. But what if nobody wants this great product? What if there is no need for the product? The best product in the world can be too early for mass adoption. It can fail not because it's a bad product, but because it was marketed poorly, confusing to understand, or simply not needed at the moment of its release. You may be wondering how people can reject a product that is good. Let's look at some examples. You developed an amazing application that makes updating easy, unintrusive, and fast. But you developed it for an operating system that no one uses. Despite being great, will it be adopted enough to keep your startup afloat? What if you made an app that makes communication easier, but you developed it for the private sector and now it's seen popularity in the public sector? But because you didn't develop it for that use, it's buggy and inefficient. This isn't even limited to startups. Sega Corporation was once the second largest video game console maker in the world, and their final product, the Dreamcast, was by all means ahead of its time. It integrated powerful graphics, disk-based media, and online capabilities at a time when it wasn't popular. However, poor marketing, poor sales of their previous console leading to bad market perception, and not reading what the market at that time wanted, DVD playback ability, the system failed. Even Apple Computer had several missteps that led to Microsoft bailing out the company in 1997 to maintain competition and avoid monopoly status. Now they're one of the largest companies in the world. These are good examples of high-quality products that will fail because they are not suited for the market, and the company behind them will fail too, especially if they're on the month-to-month budgets common in startups. But what if a product is so good, so revolutionary that it creates a market? Yes, it happens, but very rarely. VMware is one example. Their products were cutting edge to the extent that they have created an entire trend, and they are used widely. The major reason for this is because VMware can be used on any operating system to run any app regardless of what the app was designed to run on. They are, in a sense, eradicating the need to be loyal to a single company to work with the software you need. But remember that the reason VMware has seen success is because there was a demand for virtual machines. That's why it succeeded. But such products are not developed every day, and trying to change a market to fit your product is significantly more risky than reading the market and adjusting to it. Once you have established an income, you can start taking risks, but your first product should be in line with current market needs. If you already have a clear idea about the product you are going to develop, you can start searching for investors. You can easily do it with onchainlab.ai. It's a great way to find the events that will put you in contact with the investors you need. The market is the main component and there is no two ways about it. The importance of a project's team or its products should not be underestimated. But let's turn to the market because it's going to be the focus of your startup's direction. When the market needs a product, when there is a demand for a specific feature, app or any other solution, the market will often pull the solution out of startups. When there is a gap in the market that should be filled, it will be filled by the first suitable product that comes along. If you are telling yourself that new products often come from larger companies, keep in mind that Apple's Siri, Google's Android, and Musk's Tesla were all initially purchased from startups. The product doesn't need to be exceptional. It needs to work, and at this stage, the market doesn't care whether the team is good or average. It cares that this team can cover the demand of the market and provide an operational product. When the market welcomes your product and customers are chasing you to get it, you can easily upgrade your team if needed. On the other hand, if you already have top specialists in your team and your product is developed, but there is no market for it, avoiding failure is going to take some creativity and time. If customers for your product don't exist, your chances for success just got slashed. I really want to stress here that just because the market is the most important aspect for a successful startup, it doesn't mean you should ignore your team or your product. Only when these three components come together, we do get the team product market fit, and when an adequate team works on a product in demand, well, get ready to make headlines. Now you know what it takes to make a startup succeed. Even though there are exceptions, they are very rare. Remember to share your questions in the comments and see you very soon.